Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Hope you're well. Friday evening. Hope you're going out for a beer, drinking beer at home, or doing something. By the time this goes up, it's going to be way past a Friday. It could be a Wednesday. It could be any old Saturday. It could be the bloody winter. Who knows? But anyway, let's crack on with what we got. So we're looking at a beer now that is an American beer, and I believe it is very much sort of like an American trash lager, if you like. And this was picked up while I've been away in Carnarvon, but this was actually not. I've been working in Carnarvon, but this was picked up just outside Bangor, a place called Bethesda, I believe it is, and a Londis store. Great selection of beers. And the one we are looking at is Pabst Blue Ribbon Lager. It's coming in at 4.7%. It's an American, excuse me, pint can. And it looks very trashy, doesn't it? And this cost me £2.49. Now, I see lots of things on Facebook, like you can buy 100 cans of this or something. God knows, I don't know. But I've seen it about, and I always, like I say, I kind of think it's a bit of a sort of trash lager. So I had to pick it up when I seen it. So I'm going to stop talking. It's nice and chilled. I don't have one of their glasses, but there you go, Bud Light. If any trash beer is supposed to go in a glass, it's supposed to go in that one for definite. So let's get it cracked open, see what we get. Now, I have been talking to a young chap called Danny McFadden, aka Sofa King Drunk 66, and he's actually had this beer, and he actually says, yeah, it's not a great lager, but there's a lot worse lagers out there. It's definitely better than the Bud Light, he says. And he reckons it's better than Budweiser. Very much a sort of the impression of like a 50 sort of lager. So it's been going for a long time. There is a little bit left in the can, but we shall crack on with the reviews. Beer in a glass looks a bit more, I want to say, it's definitely, it looks a bit more sort of golden on the camera, but it is quite light, typical sort of American light sort of colour when you hold it up against the light. Plenty of bubbles going up and about a finger of pure white head. You could almost say there is the slightest of hazes to it. But yeah, looks like a lager, that's all I'm going to say. So let's give her a swirl, dive in on the nose and see what we get. Yeah, it's got that, what I will say, it's definitely got that sort of little bit of a sort of like Budweiser sort of feel to it on the nose. But there is a hoppy note. You do pick up the hops on the nose, and it has got that little bite to it. I'm not going to say it smells like an amazing sort of German sort of lager, because it's not a German lager, but for an American lager, I've smelt worse. So I'm going to stop sniffing. We are going to get the rest in a glass and drip it all over my hand at the same time. So let's dive in on Pabst Blue Ribbon Lager, 4.7%. Apparently an American trash lager, if you like. So is it their version of Carlin? Let's dive in, give it a go. Cheers. Yeah. I mean, let's just say this is a recipe from the 50s. Things have moved on so much. It's not a great lager. It really is a great lager. Let's go in again. Yeah, it's pretty atrocious, really. I don't even think I would put this above Budweiser, if I'm honest. I really wouldn't. There's elements to it in the beer that, and well, the odd element maybe that you might think actually it's all right, but when you actually drink it and taste it, there's too much other sort of dodgy stuff. But let's crack on with the review. So I will say for 4.7, the body isn't that bad. There is a bready sort of feel to it. I will give it that. Lager sort of carbonation, quite busy, not the smoothest, but it does feel like it's losing its sort of life already in there. It's sort of like a Budweiser note, maybe a sweet corn, a rice thing or something going in with this. Yeah, I believe Budweiser's brewed with rice, if you like, and this has that sort of feel to it. It's maybe even like Budweiser has sort of taken elements of this beer. I mean, it's nearly gone already, so it goes down easy. It's light, but it's not a great beer, but it's better than Carling. Tasting notes, there isn't a massive amount, that hoppy sort of feel that you got on the nose. I can't really say that you get a massive taste of that in the beer. Malty, ricey, feels like it's sort of going flat now. It's not anything that I could actually drink a lot of, I will say. 4.7%. You can't really tell. It's definitely one of them. I mean, look how dead that looks now. It's one of them sort of beers that you've got to drink within the first 2 minutes, I think. Otherwise, after that, it goes lifeless, flat, dead, yucky. Flavour wise, there's not an awful lot there. I'm going to try and get this done quick. Slightly sweet malt, ricey notes, no citrus, and then now getting at the bottom of it, nothing, absolutely nothing after that. You sort of get about 3, 4, 5 seconds of something there, and then there's nothing, and it just tastes like nasty water, if I'm honest. I had to pick it up and try it. It's something I'd heard about. The first 2 mouthfuls are great. This is the sort of beer that if you can down it in 1, 2 mouthfuls, you may well enjoy it, and you may well get through an awful lot of cans of it. But anything after that, it's pretty shit, to be honest. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't pick this over Budweiser's, even though Budweiser's not a great beer. It's got more about it than this one. Sort of had a bit of promise on the nose, but it is America's Carling, that's all I can say. It's pretty shit. Would I recommend picking it up? Do you know what? It's almost iconic, so I'd say pick one up just to try it once. If you like it, by all means, go and buy lots more. But I will be amazed if you actually think I'm going to pick loads of them up. It's pretty poor. Give it a go if you see it, maybe, just for fun. If you've had it before, let me know your thoughts on it. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I bet you've enjoyed the video more than I've really enjoyed that beer. See you again soon on another one. Cheers.